Hey, this is another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I am going to be giving my views and of my opinion of what I viewed. So I basically just wanted to go back from the when I was calling the celebrity clowns and to not support them. I mean, that was a little harsh, but I just wanted to show you that I wasn't lying. I mean, how annoying was that? If I don't understand how anyone can tell us to vote for Joe Beatty, especially with everything that has surfaced upon him, and I mean, it is him in those most of those clear videos of things we didn't think was appropriate, even if he think is. So the fact that everyone's just singing and telling us to vote for someone just because they don't like someone else is kind of childish and weird. And especially if you're stating, oh, this guy is racist, let's go for people that like maybe under a I don't know, like whatever you guys are going to speculate that everyone's been speculating. I don't understand how you could advise someone to vote for that. But big giant clown, stop supporting. I mean, singing and asking for Ohio and so now the mask. I mean, clearly, Sweetie, she put on this latex, not only face, but it's also on her whole body. If you haven't really seen, you might think it's paint, but if you really, really look, it's on her whole body. And clearly, it changed not only her look, it's her face, like literally her face. Like, she looks like a totally different person to the right of me. In the face, and they try to pretend like, oh no, it looks like her real face, but no, they knew it was a mask on her. And I mean, come on, what is this? I mean, come on. It's attached to her eyes, her mouth, everything is clearly there. So why is her face looking so different? If you don't get the layering and the changing of like the jawlines, the face, she looks like the girl from Hunger Games, if you ask me. And that's how you could really see that they could play roles if they need. If they needed her really quick to play Jennifer, why wouldn't they be able to get her? Because she looks just like her here. I mean, I don't see anywhere where she looks like herself, you know? And if you guys are not getting the mask and the latex all over her body, which means that this body could be altered, you know? They do these things and they look all lifelike, or it look like she's painted, but it's latex on her. And her face is definitely altered through the latex as well. You see her opening her mouth and using her mouth and eyes, so everything is connected well, you know? So we're not too far off, okay? Another mask. Another mask with mouth and eyes incorporating well together. If they wanted to make this like a regular guy, like without the green, like put some orange and some corn hay on top of his head and had him standing in front of a podium, they could do so. It's that simple. It's not that hard to. I mean, they pretending this is just for Halloween, but yeah. He could just paint his whole body green and be like, "Oh, I just came from outer space, and I'm the ancestors that built the pyramids." Like, this is what he could do and you guys will believe it. Trust me, if he was all in green like that, and it's not Halloween, you guys will fall for that. You know, why wouldn't you? Doing a goat, you know, that's definitely a goat if you don't know, but whatever. Okay, so the point of me doing this is because before Halloween is over, I just wanted you guys to know that they still wear masks after Halloween. They just don't tell you, which is rude, because at least you guys know it's mask during Halloween. You don't know, or do know? A lot of people know. A lot of people are still confused, and I mean, I can't understand if you're confused in 2020 and they gave you the 2020 vision. They literally just gave it to you. They gave you a bunch of like a lot of stuff, and you should have saw that they are just crazy. That's what I was like. Oh no, they're super crazy. What is all of this? You know, and now you see what it is, right? They are crazy, and they look. It's not Halloween, but guess what? Listen to the stuttering.
The definition of essential worker, critical. The definition of essential worker, critical infrastructure worker, basically has to do with carrying out responsibilities that protect and preserve.
Excuse me.
The definition of essential worker, critical infrastructure worker, basically has to do with carrying out responsibilities that protect and preserve national security.
Now this video is a little cut off, unfortunately, but I wish you guys could see the hand gestures.
And public health. Now, interestingly enough, what he's doing, not to sound too ironic here, but what he's doing is right the opposite of that. To your point, Anderson, it's not preserving public health. I mean, he may be a source of actual spread here. A negative test, which he's had, we're told, does not basically say for certain that you could not still be carrying this. You could test positive the next day after you've tested negative. So he should be quarantined. He knows that. The doctors around him know that.
I mean, who does he look like when he did that? I mean, come on, stop.
He knows that. The doctors are negative. So he should be quarantined. He knows that. The doctors around.
So he should be quarantined. He knows that. And
know that. And as Lena said, I mean, many other people.
Yeah, I wish you would have saw the hand gesture at the end. He did the same exact hand gesture, but unfortunately the video was cut up.
Religion. If we fall.
The definition of essential worker, critical infrastructure worker, basically. The definition of essential.
If we fall for, a bunch of okey doke, just because it sounds funny or the tweets are provocative, then we're not going to build.
Now look at his hands while he's saying this part. It's basically them being mocking and the opposite. He's saying, oh, if you have race and religion and looking at provocative tweets, we're never going to progress.
We're not going to build on the progress then we're not going to build on the progress that we started.
Well, why would you have that hand gesture while saying that? It means that they don't want you to build. They have given you religion and they don't want you to build. But he's saying, I want you to build, but putting up that symbolism, I mean, come on. It means the opposite then. And if you can't understand that, then why would you throw this up at the time you're saying, then we can't build and put that hand gesture up?
If we get cynical and just vote our fears, or if we don't vote at all, we won't build on the progress that we start.
Yeah, don't vote. They don't want you to do the things you should be doing. Everything they say, do the opposite. So, yeah, take his word for it and do the opposite, and you're doing the right thing. I mean, just wanted to do some side-by-sides of that voice, the stuttering, and I mean, I didn't want to make this video long. I could have made it a little bit better, where the voices and the stuttering and the hand gestures will show you the mannerisms are always on point with these people. They always are doing the same hand. I could say, oh, they do it by the side or in front, but these people are always matching up. So yeah, I don't know. Long lost brothers, twinsies. You tell me, guys. The picture. I had the whole view of the CNN panel when Dr. CNN dude was on there, and he literally had these face gestures no one else had. It's like, no, I looked at everyone's face gesture. It was like 5 different panel of people in that interview, and everyone had their own individual face gestures. I couldn't catch anyone doing the same face gestures. So this is what we talk about with mannerisms. I mean, coincidence that the same face gestures are going on with Dr. CNN dude in Ohama. Right. I mean, the nose, the ears of Ohama ears are fake. His is we know what's going on. I mean, his ears didn't trade down like should have traded. It's a big ears, pretty big ears. So let's look at another picture. What's the chances of 2 pictures with the same, like I mean, how many? And I could find way more. I just don't want to continue on. Guys, wake up. Leave these people alone. Start to build with people, support people, idolize people that you actually know, and be careful with that because they are infiltrating them inside neighborhoods. So just make sure that you know who you're supporting. I know it's a lot of people that you could support. I know it is, and you skip right over them and go to these people, and they are not even taking your money. They're giving it to the owner of these entities. They're definitely controlled. A real human being that's just being pushed and pulled all over the place and will never tell you. They're just pulling it right over on you. I mean, look at the lips. It's over. And they both obviously must smoke cigarettes or something. Like, come on. What's the odds? Listen, like, share, and subscribe. Comment too. Yep, and enjoy the rest of your night.